Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac, Afterbirth, where today we will be playing run number 25, out of 25, on account that this is the 25th one. We have a sacrificial altar and a friend we can sacrifice, so if we get a couple more of those, I'm gonna turn them all into items, and that's gonna be swell. We have 2 red hearts. We have Curse of the Blind, so I don't know why I check for an XL floor when I see a giant question mark over there, but you know, I like to live my life the way I live my life. So that's the way it is. Also, still a question mark, even though I can see what the item is. That's a little unusual, but fair enough. I could just open this for free. I'm gonna do that actually. I feel like consumables at this point are probably more important than anything else. So, it's the busiest time of year for me at work. So if my videos are gonna be a little slower, I'm blaming that entirely. Because it's just one of those days where everyone's on holiday, except for me. And also, it just happens to be the busiest time. So those two things combined always lead to a good time. And hopefully it's not gonna make the quantity of videos suffer. Also, our damage is really good. Hopefully it's not gonna make it suffer, but we'll see. If it does, it does. There's nothing I can do about it. Because there's a lot going on. But that's okay. We're going to do our best. For now, we're just going to focus on trying to get to the end of this Isaac run with a damaging build. A build that actually kills a poop in one hit. Which feels unusual at this point, because it just happens very rarely. But then my tiers are also quite large, I feel, compared to most starts. So, can't really complain thus far. I hope that you're not gonna be a jerk. But he was a little bit of a jerk. I don't like how these enemies are going. They're doing pretty well at boxing me in there. It's not a friendly move that they're doing. Let's just kill the boss real quick. It's basement 1. Nothing's happening here. Wow, you're spawning a lot of friends. What is happening? That's not legal. This is ridiculous. That's a lot of why is he spawning so many spiders? I don't think this usually happens, right? Usually it jumps around a bunch and then it spawns those sacks and stuff, but that's an absurd amount of spiders. So far, we're capable of holding several things. Also, my trinket, I just realized, oh, that's what that does. I thought that was a bad item, but it's actually a good one. So that's nice. Maybe that's why he spawns so many spiders, because he knows that I'm friends with the flies. And the widow wasn't having it. Which is fair. They are natural-born enemies. I'm gonna grab that heart real... Actually, I'm gonna grab this. No, I'm gonna grab the heart real quick, because I have a bad feeling that if I'm gonna run into a champion for funsies by accident, I'll be dead. And that isn't the greatest situation to be in. So I'd rather not. Unsure if I should go into the shop, because it would actually be useful to get a soul heart for the next floor at least. I probably should just do that. I have 1 bomb, so I have 1 guess at a secret room. It could be next to the shop, I think, but I haven't really looked at the general layout of this place very well. We'll see. We'll see. We're gonna learn all these things and more in just a couple of seconds from now, and I personally cannot wait. So this seems promising. This also seems promising, but then so does this. So we're gonna use our 1 bomb. We're gonna find our secret room. Get a second key. Get a missing poster that I cannot pick up because that's not the thing I got. What does my item do again? I got an item from the boss and I think it allows me to hold more things, but I don't know. I don't recall. That's a soul heart. That's fine. Yeah, let's just leave it like this. This is fine. Let's see if 1 soul heart will be enough for me to reach the devil deal. Because I took some damage on this floor. I mean, it is basement 1, so you can sort of just screw around a lot. I think I'd rather... Oh, yeah, I can hold 2 cards. So I guess it's like 2 cards, 2 pills that you can hold with this item. I think that's how... Something like that. But yeah, I took a lot of damage. It is basement 1, so usually I'm not as careful if I know what my health is, and it's all red hearts anyway, so... I'm just gonna accounted to that. But also that room with all the walking people was hurting me more than it probably should have. I have no 2 keys. Let's not worry about this for now. But there could be a secret room to my right. Also, these poops aren't dying in one hit, so maybe I was just hitting them with my little ghost friend there. Not impossible, I suppose. But I was happy for a moment to be able to kill things in one hit, and now I'm a little disappointed. A little unhappy about that one, but okay. Tis what tis. Let's see if we can find a cool item room next to our secret room. Assuming that our secret room is in a specific location. And then enter that place as such now that we have 3 bombs and can more easily not have to use a key. Because my key situation is still not overly impressive. The secret room could definitely be next to that sacrifice room though, and that is just something I'm going to verify real quick. Because if it's there, I don't need to use my moon card. Yeah, okay. That's okay, I guess. That's a sun card. That's pretty good. And another key. All in all, not too disappointed. I'm gonna kill the shopkeeper in the hope that he gives me something cool, but wasn't really hedging all my bets on that one. 21 coins, wow. So I can enter either my item room and shop, or random room in the top right, and that's also pretty exciting, I'm not gonna lie. That could be various things which are just pure garbage, but then occasionally there's something good in there. So I'm liking those odds. But I could also just do the rest of the floor and just get 2 more keys, I suppose. That is the more boring answer of all the choices that we have available. Also happy I got that soul heart now. After messing up how to fight those. Once again, it has been about a full week since I last played this game. And I'm still attributing this to how busy it is in the real world. Oh, that's actually quite nice. So we have sun and moon. So placebo isn't really gonna do a whole lot on account that those are not pills. So there you go. We figured out that one. I can hold 2 trinkets. I don't necessarily need that. I just want health right now if possible. That's 2 keys and bombs. Let's leave that there for now. Because if I can get another follower, I wouldn't actually mind just using the sacrificial altar. And if I don't get another follower, I also don't mind using the sacrificial altar. Because it's just a little bit of an awkward item to bring along for a long period of time. At least to me. I don't really know why, but it just feels like something I want to get rid of. Chance to fire concussive tears. Alright. That's probably good. Is that different from the concussive shot from the piece of metal that you sometimes find? I don't know. But we're gonna learn. I'm sure occasionally I fire a tear that looks slightly different and has an effect. And that's exciting. There's Little Horn. Let's see if we can give him a oh yeah, there we go. Look, it's the same. it just seems to be the same. Okay then. I mean, I guess that's fine, but there's already an item that does that. And it's just a slightly better version. So what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Maybe not worry about, although he did seem concussed for quite some time there, so maybe that's just the difference. Alright, so I obviously want that. And I kind of want the other one just to make the empty vessel work. So, yeah, there's my heart's gone, I guess. There we go. That's that. And you know what? Yep, nope. Not falling for that one again. That was a one and done situation when we had that terrifying run that one time. Alright, so this becomes a boss item on Caves 1. And then I can keep it all the way till like Sheol. But I don't particularly want to do that. Oh, cat means cathedral. Okay, that makes more sense. Alright, I'm just gonna take this. It doesn't mean cat. It's not what it means. We're gonna take this and use it on the next floor, I think, for that boss room item. That seems like a pretty good deal. Why not? I need some consumables. I don't like this. I don't like... Yep. Didn't like that. Didn't like what was happening there. The bomb was very much stuck to me there. Because I wasn't really ready for it. Look at you! Look at me in my shadow. Come on, Pin. Let's make this happen. It's always good to find a couple more basement bosses on the basement when your build is just maximum damage. It's the most fun a boy can have while playing this. I mean, I could just mooncard out, I guess, but it's Pin. You can't really mooncard a Pin, you know? It feels wrong somehow. I have 2 keys. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna reroll my whole build and lose flight. I'm gonna summon some flies and stuff. And probably do it like this. Is this what I want? What I really want? I'm gonna say it is what I want. What I really want. I don't know if I should buy another key. It's too late now. I say as I'm still walking towards the exit, but you know, it's too late now. I'm just preemptively saying it. It was. Once again, unable to see the items that we will be able to pick up on this floor, so that's fun. Like this one. Mom's heals, very good. If I had the option to reroll that option is gone now. Perhaps I should have held on to this item until the next floor, but perhaps I need this range. It's always hard to say. I guess that one doesn't really shoot different with Concussive Tears. I'm not sure what I expected. I'm also not sure if Concussive Tears really does anything to an enemy that's more or less stationary, but... because it seems to mostly just make their movement go a little bit wobbly, but not really do anything to their aim. Most days, at least. But that's all part of the learning experience when playing The Binding of Isaac. I hope that you can all hear my phone vibrate whenever it gets a notification, because I feel like that's a good ambient sound to add to a video. Let me just put that on not my monitor, so it will be at least slightly less noisy. And if you didn't hear it, then you can just insert your own phone sound there and just pretend. It's always good to have a little bit of imagination when watching these videos. Really gets the brains going when you think, ooh, a notification. What could it be? A message? An email? Perhaps one of the random games on your phone that you haven't looked at for several years, but it does keep giving you notifications, and you're thinking about uninstalling it, but at the same time it's like, I can't really be bothered. It's like dragging a thing to an X. That's too much effort. I have to go all the way to the icon. It's like, it's just too much work, you know? So you leave it there, and then you keep getting more notifications. You know, and every time you're going through the same just mental struggle of, I should really just uninstall this game. I've seen the penguins grow on this island. I no longer really have that requirement anymore, because you reach the point in that game where it just takes too long to get another penguin, you know? Like, you get it. You might even know specifically what game I'm talking about, and I have even forgotten what it's called, but I do remember just staring at penguins for a while, and it was the best. And I accept that I sometimes still get a notification for it. Either that or that weird Dr. Mario game that wasn't really much of anything, but you know, it was there. It was a weird experience. Anyway, that's how I feel about notifications. Most of the time it's weird things that I should just clean up but can't be bothered to do. And, you know, that's part of life right there. Anyway, focusing back on the run. I should probably find a shopkeeper. I have a lot of keys. I have not really been paying attention to this floor. I kind of got in a tangent there, but I assume we're doing all right. I think I took 1 heart of damage, and that's fine. I didn't really need it. I'm still pretty appreciative of the flight I have right now, though, because I will say flight is just nice. Yeah, I cannot. I cannot be bothered right now. My build's just not that strong at the moment, and I don't feel like dealing with this nonsense as much. At least all the big ones are gone now, so I can just sort of deal with it. Getting a lot of shields from our empty husk item or whatever it's called. So we're being very safe. Oh yeah, and that's the other thing. Shield of Tears! Well, Let's see if we can find piercing tears, because I do remember saying, oh, piercing tears, but this is bad, but it's actually good. So it would be nice if I can actually try that again. And perhaps not tell a lie by accident. Well, some tend to just buy whatever is in their shop. But now I have two choices. I'm not gonna buy either of these two, but definitely the third item. Look at that. It was the remote death. That's 5 bombs right there. Pretty good. Also, didn't go to my secret room, even though I definitely used my a map in there. So whose fault is that? Uncertain. Yeah, let's just do this. Remote detonator. That's the reason why I waited to use it, because it's always more exciting to like, hup, bam, do it yourself. You know, feels good. It just feels really good. One of those items that you don't really ever have. So that's exciting. Just like Fate, Morphlight, and a red heart soon? That's exciting. I kind of feel like I hope I'm not going to get a double deal this floor and then get it on the next one so I can sacrifice that heart immediately. Because I don't want it. That's actually just bad. It just makes my build worse. At least I'm going to keep the flight, I guess, but I still like having the shields that this item produces every now and then, and I do kind of need to be at 0 red hearts for that. So, let's see what we can do. I've scared the enemies with my ability to take hits every now and then, so that's good. I too would be a little frightened if that occurred to the person I was fighting, that suddenly he just runs into my fists and it's like, oh, I didn't even want to do that, but well, there we go. Good job to me, I guess, said the enemy to themselves. Anyway, that was exciting. Let's go to the boss. I have nothing left to prove on this floor. I have a 36% chance of a devil deal, and if I get it, I cannot see what the items are. So realistically, it would just bad. It's just kind of bad to get a devil deal right now. Let me just summon some more enemies with my ability to run into things. That's a lot of bombs that guy just dropped. Very rude. Alright, so this is more or less just sort of a damage control type situation. I just gotta make sure to not be too risky here. Just keep the whole place more or less empty from weird balls. Oh, I still got my shield because I'm not at 1 heart yet, so that's good. Every now and then I might just use my remote detonator to get rid of some of the balls, except if he spawns at the bottom there, but then he didn't spawn something, so that's nice. You're spawning a lot of bombs. I'm not really appreciative. Why does he keep spawning in the bottom? I mean, it's nice that he's not throwing balls all over the place, but still. It's weird, you know? It's just weird. Anyway. Remote detonator's nice. It doesn't work on troll bombs, unfortunately, for as far as I just tested. But it would be nice if it did. It would actually make the item a lot better. If you could just use it on any bomb that's on screen. Because I think you can use it on... Did I just pick up a bomb? I don't know what happened there. Only one of those bombs disappeared is what happened. And I'll accept it, but it's still a little odd. Magic mushroom, that's good. That's less exciting. I was kind of hoping I could sacrifice my heart just randomly here, but fair enough. But at least we got the damage multiplier from magic mushroom, so that's nice. But I'm not really digging Krampus right now. I need spectral tears. That's what this build really needs. Because I keep finding myself in situations with rocks in the way, and it's stinky. It's horribly it smells bad. And I guess I'll take either of these. Yeah, that's fine. As much fun as the remote detonator is, I just don't really have the bombs for it right now. And Krampus's head, it's one I just haven't really used in any of these runs so far, I think, so that's exciting. We can actually see our items today, so that's exciting as well. That's Krampus's head. It makes the lasers. And the lasers destroy. And that's good. Because I'm not the one being destroyed. This time. It just costs a lot of rooms to recharge, and that's really the only downside. If it was basically, like, imagine Tammy's head with brimstone instead. If it was that, actually Tammy's head is better because it shoots in 8 directions and not 4. And also sometimes this item like spins around It just makes it really awkward to use. Really, this item is not the best, but it's better than the remote detonator. But you know, what are you saying at that point? What two items are you even comparing when you have to make that argument? This is a mess. Yeah, this concussion shot does keep them like stunned for quite a while. So you do miss out on the damage up, but the damage up on that other concussive shot item is pretty garbage anyway. So it's like, meh, what can you do? I missed my shot. Yeah, okay, that's fair. I actually didn't expect I was dealing that much damage. I thought I would need more shots. Also, I'm really using up the strategy of my black hearts here. It's something, no, it's effective. It's an effective strategy. That's what I'm gonna call it. Also, that worm really just put that guy in a really awkward position. And let's just shoot that guy out of the way so we can get rid of the portal. And this champion is a butt. I don't like the amount of butts that are just shoved in my face in this run. Also, the shielding tears with this is... I need better tear rate. I guess that's really the main thing that'll make me happy. Or just random item effect for the room. That's fun. Wait, is that random passive item effect? So right now I have sat bombs. Oh, I didn't actually know that. I don't know what kind of trouble you can run into with that, so if that just randomly kills me, it would just end it all, and I don't particularly want to risk that, but I might actually check out afterwards what the capabilities of that thing are, because I just thought it was Dead Sea Scrolls again for some reason, which it's obviously not. I mean, it would be a little strange if it was just that item again, but given that we have concussion shot again with a different item, I mean, everything's possible. Everything is possible. I'm just gonna clear out the rest of this floor before going on to the inevitable boss room that's further to the top. Let's just put that over there. Use Bob's curse. Look at that. I have reached the point where I have so many bombs that I figured I might as well. Let's also just get rid of some more red hearts here. Make some friends. Look at these little buddies. Oh, very nice. We have 15 coins, so there's a reason to go into our shop. Other than soul hearts, I guess. Which is really always a pretty valid reason, but I frequently forget. Always forgetting about them soul hearts that are a potential good thing. IV bag. I mean, it's not the worst. There are definitely worse choices out there for active item, but I'm sticking with this for now. At least for the bosses, it seems pretty good. And if not for the bosses, occasionally there's just a room with really nasty champions and stuff, you know? So it's probably good to just keep it around for now. Or when you're just not feeling it. There are some rooms I just don't feel, and when there's one of those diagonal shooting bastards in the middle of a room, that's usually the point where I go, nah, I don't want to. Let's try and get some more out of this though. Occasionally those things explode and drop like soul hearts, so that can be good. Not going for the pills this time, but I don't really have a reason why not though. Sure. I think this occasionally drops troll bombs, so that's exciting. But yeah, let's just keep going. I don't think I'm gonna go for that golden chest in the challenge room right now, because it's... just want some tear rate. Obviously, it could be like a cricket's head for some extra damage, but we can no longer get the multiplier, the damage multiplier from an item like that, so it's already a lot less tempting. Like, it would be a little bit of extra damage, but not a whole lot. I don't think there's really any tier rate items in a golden chest. Not to my knowledge, and that's just really the main thing I need right now. So I'm not gonna bother with the golden chest right now, unless I can get one of these. That's almost for free. With an unidentified pill in it. I found pills. Yeah, let's go in there. That's unfortunate. But the nice thing about shielded tears is that greed shoots forward. So technically, yeah, as long as I'm just next to greed, I should be okay. except if he's that close, then I definitely would have gotten hit if Greed decided to shoot, but I just didn't think of that at the time and it worked out, so don't worry about it. Everything's okay. Immediately grabbed the battery that I figured I didn't need to pick up, but fair enough. There's another battery in that room. Krampus's head. I mean, it can be good. It obviously can be very good. It is just a lot of brimstone, and brimstone is very strong and even in small doses. But I don't know. I don't know. Something about it. The recharge rate of this thing. And the fact that it didn't kill the boss just now. It's always just a little bit of a meh. A little bit of a meh. Not exciting. Thank you. 1 luck up, 1 soul heart, 2 keys. What a great floor this was. Let's keep going. Perhaps this floor, a devil deal will be ours. Curse of Darkness in the Depths is like not really as dark as you would expect. I don't know, it's a little different. This is why I don't like these rooms. There's just something about the diagonal shooting boys that always confuses me. It is a consistent problem that I have with these enemies, and there are just certain places where you don't get hit, but sometimes there's like 2 of them, and then they start shooting everywhere. And I get scared and confused, and it's just no good for anyone. No good for anyone involved. Also, this is just not great. There we go. The evil has been removed, which is the one jumpy boy. Now all that's left is to destroy these blue flames with the many bombs at our disposal. And get a sword. Wow. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, look, it's a devil deal. So that's Spectral Tears, and I do kind of want that. This is good, but not amazing. I'll go with this for now, I think. I don't know if that's the best choice, but I think I'm closing in on the Conjoined transformation, which is just a bunch of extra tears, so that's nice. But let's see if this works out. Just Spectral Tears, I've been saying I want them. I finally got them. I'm pretty happy about it. If I can get myself another red heart container and a devil deal, I'll probably definitely take that follower though. But for now, I'm just happy that I can shoot over rocks, because it's just nice. Plus, I got my cool empty shelled husk. I forget what the item's called. The one that gives me shields. So that's good. I think this is probably better than making fly friends at this moment. Yeah, that's good. Definitely meant to open that lock. Sometimes there's a coin inside a lock, you know, and that's worth it. Would my trinket have protected me from these flies? Probably, maybe. I actually don't know. It could have. Would have been a good experiment, had I known. I mean, I could still just go back, I guess, but I don't feel like it. I just don't feel like it. All I feel like right now is playing slightly more careful and trying to find some soul hearts somewhere, because I spent a lot of my hearts. But we'll get it. Let's just take that. Yep. Instead, let's get one of these. I'm gonna fill it up real quick with that half a heart that we got lying over there. And I accept it as a healing moment. Now I think the boss is probably down south, so let's go this way instead to see if we can find some more tinted rocks, a cool item room, a shop, a nice thing somewhere along the line, perhaps a black candle to get rid of this slight darkness. That would be lovely. What kind of secrets does this place hold? So far it contains damage and a red heart, which is nice because that's the one that I just lost a bit. I do like the addition of the little skull heart things. It's nice. It makes red hearts just a little bit better when you're going for a non-red heart build, and I appreciate that. Plus it's like 3 hits for the price of 1. Like, there's just a lot of good things. Occasionally you'll get the brittle bones item, which If you lose one of those hearts, you get like a tear rate up, and that's nice. I think it's brittle bones. Is that the one that's doing that? I am uncertain what it's called. It's something about bones. Something about bones gives me tear rate, and that is still what I want to have. So perhaps we will find that this day. Get a whole bunch of tears up. This is that item I wanted. What a great day. What a bunch of good times we're having right now. What will this room have? That's actually worth it. And that's not amazing. But that is. Wow. That actually is amazing. Still no tear rate, but scythes are cool. Also makes the spectral tears a little bit less exciting, but you know. Actually, I guess this isn't a spectral item. It just goes through enemies and not through rocks and stuff, so I'm still not too disappointed by the fact that I got spectral tears. It's all good. It's all good. And now I actually have piercing tears, so my shielding tears are just a lot better. So, yeah. Actually, all in all, pretty damn good. Very much worthwhile to look for my item room during this build. And I'm pleased that I did. Envy, again, happy that I got scythes, because it just makes the whole situation a lot quicker. Because there's just so many heads. And now there's none head. And that's a better situation when you're fighting head. I'm just looking for a tinted rock at this point, but there's none. To my knowledge. There's a stars card, which would have been good if I had any chance of reaching the boss rush. Which I haven't done in a bit, I'm realizing. It's, I don't remember the last run that actually made it to the boss rush. I mean, we've done Hush a couple times. But no boss rush. And I wonder if we can remedy that in one of these future runs. Maybe, I mean, I could just play quicker, but... I mean, occasionally you get a run like this where I just take a lot of damage, and then if you play quick, you just die. So preferably, that's one soul heart at least. Maybe on a day where I'm like playing pretty okay, it would be worthwhile to try and see if we can reach the boss rush again, especially with a teleportation item, so we can more easily turn that into just a free item rather than having to do a boss rush. That's always fun. No tinted rocks for as far as I can see, but that is, even with just minor darkness, I have so much trouble seeing a tinted rock in this game. Let's get Sackhead. Sackhead's fun. That's... Does that work with this? I actually don't know. Might as well try, I guess. I mean, if it's 2 brimstones and they both deal damage, then it's just a really, really strong brimstone, I guess. Might keep that for the next floor, because... let's just do it now. I don't think that was double damage. Very much don't think that was double damage, but fair enough. Let's not. I think I'm fine where I'm at. Really don't need any more damage, just need a little bit more tears. Perhaps there's a pill that will allow me to have more range. And look at that, I'm not disappointed because it took me a while to get through that sentence. And that's the strategy. Just talk slightly slower and you'll be okay. Also, I'm pretty sure I just pushed a troll bomb through a wall thinking about it. I'm not really sure what happened there, but it looks a little unusual. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There you go. But, I mean, I'll take it, because, you know, I made sure I didn't take damage to the troll bomb that I was just running into for a second there, so that's nice. But it is a little surprising. There we go. We're getting health. We're getting an ability to reroll stuff. We're getting a free pill here. Free for the... Ah, good. Yes. That's what I needed. So we know that that's in the pool. So that's good, I guess. I mean, this is better, but I don't feel like it. There must be something worthwhile in this place. Like, this tears up. This spider's up, pretty good. There's another infested pill. Pretty strong. 2 spades, that's 22 keys. Never know when you need 22 keys. Another red heart, soul heart rather. Just, wow, real nice, real nice. Happy about almost all of that. There's an invisible one. Okay, that's good. And it's one of the ones with shields. Okay. That's just great. As if this wasn't already finicky enough. I cannot see when your head opens. That's fine. I just hope he doesn't randomly shoot. Because sometimes these enemies, when they get a little confused, they open their head, they close their head, and then suddenly tears come out somewhere after that. And that's just a bad situation to be in. Because I've never been ready for it. Other than when I'm actively thinking about it like right now. And that's not my jam. My jam is not thinking, it's just going and believing in myself. And it's the better way to play this game. I'm gonna see if I can find like a soy milk or something in my item room, because I'm done with this build. I require quick shoots, so we can get through the floors nice and swift. But instead right now we're getting a bunch of hush flies and just real slow times. It's no good. It's no good in this neighborhood. I want better. I want the best. I want all the coins in the world, apparently. That was a lot of 5 cents stacked on top of each other there. That's nice. Also, this magnet is really pulling me in, like, wow. Pretty impressive magnet. Very good. Give me... with like low tear rate, that's... I mean, usually this thing's already pretty bad, but with low tear rate, it's super garbage, so... Let's not. Oh, God, that's actually so good, though. But my tear rate, I need tear rate. That's the only thing I care about right now. And I'm starting to regret it. Yeah, that's full regret. I should have gone for it, but that's what you get. I figured believe in yourself, and that was a mistake. That's how it is sometimes. Tears, oh, is this a tears up? I mean, it makes them a bit wavy, but if it's faster. Oh, it's not even that wavy. Yeah, I'd rather have this. This might actually be okay. Okay, just throw spiders at my face. I see how it is. Wasn't aware that that's the type of thing that this particular champion version of the boss did, so that's good. But it's only a spider. It was only a spider. It was only a spider. Let's see if we can find an arcade room. Sure. Let's see if we can find a guy we can explode here for much luck. Nope. Okay. Let's see if we can find a pill that tears up instead. And be forever grateful for the times we have experienced upon finding said pill, or perhaps any other tears up. Like, what tears up items are even available when you think about it that are not in an item room? Because you got a couple of boss room ones. I think the devil deal's basically out, right? Like, that's not really the place to be when... I guess there's the mark. Or whatever it's called. The little piece of paper that gives you 2 soul hearts and a little bit of tear rate, I believe. Is that right? That seems right. If we can find one of those, that would be pretty sweet. Yep. Just need to get a devil deal, though. And maybe not take this much damage and that I can't take it anymore. I mean, you spend 3 soul hearts to get 2 of them back, so it's not like that bad a deal, but... I should probably be at least a little bit careful, I suppose. I guess that's smart. Should I look for my secret room? Because I think it's over here. It's not. I think it's over here. It's also not. It must be here then. That's the only... Yeah, look at that. It was not the only place it could be, but fair enough. Don't worry about it. At least we got to fight greed one more time, and that's nice. I could have had a 1-up mushroom in there, but instead, I have 69 coins. So, you know, That's nice. Let's keep going. Let's go up. Let's go to the super secret room, and then we fight our boss. Let's go fight our boss. What is even a super secret room? I don't even remember. There's a tinted rock over here. Might be one of those big ones. I'm actually not sure. Hard to say. Just gonna hang out here for a moment and wait to be stomped on. There you go. It might have been. I mean, that's a weird thing to get from a tinted rock, at least. It might just be the regular amount of items from a regular tinted rock. I don't know. I mean, can the stomp even destroy one of those double hit ones in one stomp? That doesn't seem right, but it is a big stomp. It is more than your average stomp, you know? But I guess we'll never know, because I didn't try bombing it first. What is... Oh, they're concussed. That's good. This is the worst. It's just taking a year for anything to happen. The strength of the concussion is sometimes just a bit much. I mean, that's a given. I cannot not take this. That also counts as tear rate, I would say, on account that I now have twice as many tears that are coming out of me. So all in all, not complaining. Where do we go? Not this way, apparently. You know what? Let's just leave. Not dealing with this. There's too many things that require me to wait, and there wasn't really anything happening there, so... I want the Wheel of Fortune a little bit more, I suppose. Because if I reach the chest, that's an extra item if I blow it up. And I have no particular idea that I'm gonna get a card that's better than that, other than maybe mapping again. But if I get mapping again, I'll probably just use Aunt Susan. It's like, eh. There may have been a point where using that earlier would have been better, because I'm a little bit scared of Curse of No Map in any of these places coming up. Just real quickly scanning the room for a tinted rock here before I move on. Didn't see one. Might be there though. Don't worry about it. There's probably none of them. That's tempting. But although I'm actually pretty happy with what this build is at this point, I don't think I really particularly need anything more. Also, maybe shouldn't have... may have placed that bomb wrong. Maybe shouldn't have picked up that recharge key there, but instead might have been better to, like, you know, do the old, whatchamacallit, the old use my active item for once in my life. That's what it's called. That's the name of that thing. But my tears are so good now. And that makes it hard to use my active item, because that is like half a boss worth of damage, and I can't just use that on a random goon. But this though, that wasn't a random goon. That counted as a strong creature. Yes. Can you drop a coupon? No, you cannot. Then I will leave this place. Also, there's a room there. I guess this is probably the way to boss. Wow, really? It is not. Slightly disappointed, but perhaps this is what... No, this is just a really bad place to be. What is up with this room? Why is it so big? Surely it can't be this big and then only have this guy in it. But maybe it is. Alright. I mean, I guess that's fine, but it's just a little unusual is all. Is there anything here? Like, boy, this is just a big hole. Alright, whatever. That's fine. Just have a big old room with a hole in it. Is somewhere in there. Just have chubby boy. Yeah, whatever. You know what? Not even mad. We're moving on. We're getting a lot of tinted rocks. Sometimes even the good ones. With a rock inside and no other items. I guess the thing about... Oh, that's a tear up. I must have said that every time I picked up the rock. Wow, that's a tear rate up? I didn't know. And consistently, I will just forget immediately afterwards. To me, it's just speed down, damage up. That's the only thing that goes through my mind if I see that item. And every time it's just like, oh, my tear rate went up a bit, I think. And it's just like, whoa! It's a surprise every time. What a wonderful day. I hope you are all having a wonderful day. That's the blanket in action. That's me just running directly into a wave of tears. But fortunately having a shield. There we go. That's him gone. I mean, the odds of a devil deal are pretty strong. I'm just gonna take it. We still have one floor to go where we can reasonably get a devil deal. That's, of course, there's a curse and no map. That's exactly what I was talking about. Isn't that great? Speed up. Well, that's pretty much the whole downside of the rock gotten rid of, so that's nice. But yeah, we have 67% of a devil deal. We can probably increase that if we try a little harder to find our secret room. So that's nice. If we can find an arcade, we can maybe find one of them other coin beggars that would be like, hey, blow me up for a devil deal chance, buddy, and that would be good. The meat's also just like a slight damage up, and that's always nice. You know, there's a lot of reasons to take it, but I am through this entire floor gonna be a little scared that we're not gonna get that devil deal. And that would be sad. Was going in here in the hope for a red chest for just that little bit of an extra % chance of teleporting into my devil deal, but 'twas not to be. There we go. There's our little shopkeeper waiting for us for that extra 5% devil deal chance. It ain't a lot, but it's something. In the grand scheme of things, it's... I would say it's fairly significant. It's fairly significant, 5%. It's better than nothing. That's still a tears down. Maybe not take that every time. I wonder what's the lowest you could get your tier rate. I mean, your tiers up reach a point where they just stop going up from pills unless you eat like 100 of them. Speed. But I wonder if that's the case for tiers down. You have to imagine eventually it would also just sort of cap at a lowest point. But knowing Isaac, there's probably a situation where that's just not the case. Also, I figured he was concussed and wasn't ever going to come back up again, so that's why I flew over the hole instead of trying to actively find him. Because I was almost certainly just going to run into it, and that wouldn't have been good. That would have been a big bad. Speaking of big bads, my D&D character died this week. Also, my D&D character got revived this week, so all in all, it was a pretty fast dead and alive again situation on account that my character just hoards everything. But still, it was my first character, and it didn't even really hit immediately that it all occurred, but suddenly it was just like, wow. And all because I just said hey to some randoms on a field, and I was like, well, probably can't be that bad. And suddenly a fireball gets thrown in my face in a place where people couldn't really do anything about it. Pretty much the whole team nearly died because I said hey to a random person, so it was a scary time. And it sort of worked out, but it was still oof. It was a spooky moment in my life, and I am almost certainly gonna have it happen again, because I'm a very chaotic person in many ways. I feel like the way I play Isaac, which is just bum rush into everything and hope and believe. Believe in the best of all the worlds. That's more or less the strategy that I believe in most days. And I think I carry that over to more or less every aspect of my life. And in most cases, it's fine. But occasionally, you get a fireball thrown at your face, and it is just those particular times, those are the rough ones. I'm gonna just do this. But let's see if we can spend a full week without death. Both in the game The Binding of Isaac, and in the game I didn't get a devil deal. Okay, that's a little sucky, but I guess we don't particularly need the Polaroid. I'm going to use this here because I don't trust that I'm going to have a map on the next floor. And I'm happy that I did, because there's two very different directions you could have gone in on this floor, and one of them's just completely wrong. If somewhere along the line I could get maybe a Joker card, would be peachy, but I'm not expecting it. I'm nearly at full health, so as long as I'm just playing it a little careful, should be okay. But I kind of want to go into that curse room. I'm going to go into that curse room now. It's been good. The careful times are over. They lasted 3 seconds. And here we are now. That's another sun card, so that's good. Take that. Sure, I'm never going to go back in there again. All in all, not a bad idea to go there. At least I got a sun card. So if we do actually get a map on the next floor, it's going to work out. It's going to work out. Spawn a beggar. Yeah, I want that more. Who needs a chance of mapping when you can have 2 more items. That's just it's just better. It is what it is. I mean, I could just give him coins in the hope that I get a compass, but I'd rather just blow them up in the next floor and just try and get a bit more. You know what I like about the concussion shot is that sometimes it just takes an extra 20 seconds to clear a room. Like, it definitely is a useful item, but it can also just be so tedious. That's another Tinted Rock. Remember when I said I didn't really find any Tinted Rocks? Suddenly we found all of them. In one run. That seems unusual. To me, at least. Let's see if Isaac wants to play. We have 99 coins. What even happened this run? So Isaac's a little bit easier with shielding tears and giant scythes that just cover his whole body. So that's good. Our damage feels a little low. I'm not gonna lie. Even with this many tears flying at enemies. It's a very safe build in terms of tears will never ever reach me again, but it's surprisingly taking a while to kill stuff every now and then. Enemies seem to die pretty quickly, but it's just bosses, like this boy right here, that just want to take their time, but that's okay. I'll show you the strategy. When the lights are in the top right, you go to the top left. If the lights are in the top left, you go to the top right. That's the whole strategy. It more or less also works for different directions as well. Also no curse, so that's good. That's 2 items there, that's crushed rocks, that's Ipecac. So I'm gonna touch this, because it's part of the bookworm transformation. I'm tempted by the game, kid. Little chubby's always fun. Ipecac's exciting. It's a bit of extra damage. Yeah, I think this is fine. Let's blow that up. Haven't had an Ipecac in a while, so this may really backfire in my face, but we're gonna see. I'm excited to see where life brings us today. Perhaps we will die to our own Ipecac, perhaps not. Either way, this might be a damage down. Weirdly enough, like with the amount of damage we already had due to all the piercing and stuff that we did, this might actually be worse. Which is weird, because Ipecac's usually quite good, but there you go. A little brimstone, that's not really anything at this point, because I can't really hold the attack button here, but oh boy. There was a third one. Well, I'll just play it safe. I do kind of miss Polaroid, I'm not gonna lie. And the bosses we are getting, maybe I shouldn't have taken. You know what? Maybe all the explosions around me are pretty bad. I just hit that full bomb in my own face. That's amazing. Also, shielding tears with Ipecac? Oh yeah. Also realizing, all in all things considered, perhaps a mistake was made. But fair enough. We're learning. Let's kill that one last so we can get a cool card. Like the Fool. I mean, that's not terrible. It's better than nothing, at least. But suffice to say, I'm a little frightened. Kill this one first so we can get an extra soul heart. There we go. Surprised he didn't die. Surprised that the one in the top... Yeah, let's not. That he didn't die, because that seemed like he could have gone anywhere, really. There we go. Look at that. Me saying my damage was bad. I'm going to use the game kit on this one, because I don't like the amount of spiders in this place. There we go. Just dealing with all the scary things. That's what the game kit's for. Cricket's head. It's 0.56 extra damage on a 76 damage build. Pretty good. Very noticeable. It's all good. I mean, Ipecac still is just very strong on its own. Even when it's definitely significantly more dangerous this way than what I had. And also me just running into everything. Means that when we reach the boss, I will kill him and then leave this floor, never come back. Let's take that red heart real quick. Gonna do one more room. Gonna just recharge my game kit real quick and hope that's fine. This is fine. There we go. And then we're gonna kill the blue baby. We're gonna ignore the void portal that's inevitably gonna open because I don't want it this time. And we're just gonna call it a day. Yeah, apparently not. Time to call it a day. Oh boy. Oh yeah, this is a bit rough. I'm having... Okay, we're going with the bomb strategy, I think. Let's just, oh, I guess I could just lure my follower into him. And then shoot up, because I have spectral tears, so I'm not gonna hit the wall. This is a strat. I mean, it works, but it's a little unusual. It's a little out there, because as long as I'm at the top of the screen, then the odds of me... Alright, let's just game kit this up. Use my bandage ball real quick. There we go. Whew, I made that real bad. Yeah, Ipecac was not a good choice there at all. Hey, look, no void. Oh, well, guess we'll leave. It's been good. That became real bad. Anyway, that was run number 25. I'm pretty happy about that one. Because it's a nice number again. Very dividable. Anyway, hope y'all enjoyed it. Hope to see y'all next time. Videos might be a little slower because it's very busy at work. Bye bye.